Hello.
Yeah. Hi. I knew it was the 2 months, I just didn't know who it was. Alright, so let me get the sub wheel is spinning. Wrong screen. I'm a dummy. There it is. Also, I did not open the thing, did I? Nope, not yet. I was in a rush to get started on time, which I was literally only like a couple seconds late, so I say not bad. Hi. Let me get you written down in my sub book. There we go. Because that thing has a thing to spin the wheel. And that gets you extra Subsquares, so I guess you get to pick 2 colors if you want. Which, if you want to pick some colors at random, or pick by going to this link here and telling me what colors you want. There we go. Either way, that is cool, and I appreciate you. I hope you are having a good Tuesday so far. Oh, where'd the other one go? But yeah, I've gotten stupid behind on Subsquares, which partially not my fault, but partially is, so Alright. There we go. There we go. And how about I actually hide that back again? That'd be great. And then, get that all situated. But yes, it's Tuesday already. I was literally this morning wondering, like, how is it Tuesday again? That happened too quickly. But theme of today, me making Subsquares out of some yarn I got hanging out here for a bit, and then plying yarn for TDF. Well, continuing to ply yarn for TDF, because I was still plying yarn on Saturday, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. Alright, also, I guess I need to move this down a wee bit. Yeah. The thing is not that. Why are you like this? It's weird. Alright. This is not that dark. I think it's just picking up the lighting a wee bit. So I might would have to poke at my camera here and turn down the gain a wee bit. Get it to, stop doing that. Although these cameras are not made for, color quality all the time. So, it's gonna happen. What do you want, phone? Ugh. Phone is bothering me about all the emails. This is why I mute you. So I don't have to deal with that shit. There we go. But yeah, so when I say Subsquares, I literally mean squares, or any squares that I crochet, although sometimes they're solid granny squares, or a mesh of solid and open sides. I give it some variety. Wait, nope. One of them. Come on. Yeah, probably one more. So yeah, I have like 30 some odd of these to do. Which they don't take long, it's just more the fact that I hadn't had time to do them. Which is the problem. This one... Yeah, this one definitely should be for Don't Poke Me, because this is Petal Pink. Which I had this left over from when I was doing that baby blanket last year. Well, 2 baby blankets. Blue and silver is one. You have a bonus color, because you got a bonus Subsquare on the wheel. So, unless you want it for both, you can pick a second color. I appreciate it. Blue and silver. Okay, bright stripe for the other one. Awesome. Thank you. There's like 1 or 2 people I need to poke about Subsquare colors, but I might just do random and call it a day. Sometimes I can't be bothered to track people down. I should probably make a little addendum about that. If you don't answer, I'll just make it a random color. It's probably a lot easier on my end that way. So I imagine some people don't really care. Just appreciate the support part, which is great. Come on. But how you doing? How goes Tuesday? Busy night out. One thing I'm definitely glad about is the fact that it's not obnoxiously hot today. Ooh. That sounds good. But yay, getting to relax and not having to worry about food. That is certainly good. Recovering from a minor thing myself I had to do yesterday. It doesn't completely stop bugging me. Hopefully, in the next couple of days, it'll chill out. On the plus side, it did confirm a suspicion I had, so that works. Oh, I did not bring over scissors. Why am I like this? I always do these and forget to bring scissors. Like, I feel like it's a deja vu for everybody who comes in and is just like, oh, she forgot her scissors. Yet again. You would think I'd learn by now. But no. No, I do not. So I did my nails Sunday before the thing. And kind of give myself something to do and get my mind off of it because I was worrying about it a little bit. But they're already starting to peel a little bit because these are the nail reps that I had got given, and it's like they're peeling in some areas, although I am tamping it down with, like, you know, some clear nail polish, so it's not as bad as when I first noticed they started peeling. That was my fault. More than likely user error. which is why I wanted to use one of the ones that has, you know, a duplicate to it in the bunch that I got, so if I screwed it up, I wouldn't just, you know, use up a pack I really, really liked. So, that is a thing. Come on. There we go. And pull the loop completely through, which is not helpful. Alright, so second round, and then there's gonna be a third one, which, before I even get there, let me just get up and get the scissors. That would probably be smart, so... Alright, and let's get this back. I keep meaning to put these together, but I have not yet. I eventually do need to get that started at some point. I have no idea when that will be. Maybe sometime in the fall, maybe? I don't know. Come on. Also, the fact that this is peeling is kind of catching on the yarn a little bit, and it's kind of driving me nuts. It's not catching the point that they'll get tugged off, but it's still very much an annoyance. Also, I keep thinking about the sweater I haven't touched in a couple of months. I should probably get back to that sometime. Good thing I had a bit of a chunk of this hanging about. Also hilarious that this is a whole bunch of pinks and yellows. Those were the first things I could find in the yarn basket, so I just pulled these out to use. Oops. Come on. Also doing the usual, you know, job hunting. Staring at the computer, which is why I almost ran late a little bit, but I was waiting on other things. Wasn't wasting time. Why is job hunting forever so hard? Whoops. There we go. Also, if I wander out of frame, that is my bad. That is a thing, although I think I might mess around with my focus just a smidge. Hello, configure video. Where are you? There we are. There we go. There we go. Yeah, and we are almost done. I usually do just 3 rounds. Alright, and there it goes. There. One Subsquare. All done and set. And let's mark you off in the book. Pretty sure she's the only person that has petal pink in here. Alright, yeah. Just making sure. Alright, and let's check you off. Alright, who wants Canary? I think at least 2 people. Yeah, Jane wants Canary. Someone else wants Yellow. Yeah, Keldar wants Yellow, so we can do that with this. Which this is Nitpicks Brava in their bulky color, which well, their bulky color, but in their bulky size yarn, although with Brava it tends to be a little bit thinner, so this is actually about worsted weight. Like an actual true worsted. So prefer to get these if I want actual worsted yarn. Might make this in a full solid if I want. Also, the reason why I do granny squares is because they're a lot easy to, you know, get done. It's just that when they stock up like this, that's where the problem lies. Come on. Alright. And let's cinch up this. Which, for anybody curious, you could see what I mean about this pretty much matching up to worsted, because this pretty much covers exactly the same amount of area as the Red Heart, which this is Red Heart yarn. And this are almost about the exact same thickness-wise. Maybe that might be a little bit flusher compared to Red Heart. But that's about it, really. Which, speaking of knit picks, they're actually having a sale on their bulky and super bulky yarn for this week. So if that's a thing you're interested in, you can check out my and, November Knits 9.5 and Sarah Dawn's respective knit picks or weed crochet links, because, the sale applies to both websites since they're basically part of the same company. It's just that We Crochet just has solely crochet stuff, but it has the same yarn as knit picks, which is helpful when you want a smaller threshold for shipping. We Crochet has a... I just started to do that. Whoops. I said I wanted this to be solid, didn't I? Yeah. Whoopsie. Yes, We Crochet has a smaller free shipping threshold of $35 in comparison to knit picks with $65, which it's fine if you have a larger order. Like, say if you happen to buy yarn for a large project or for, a year. I tend to buy enough stock yarn for about a year. I did not do that this year. I did get some stuff, but not all sock yarn. Just because I don't need a ton of it this time around. Plus, I have enough floof I can spin. This literally thing can go till next year. In this instance. Come on. Nope. That is a half double I just did. How about we don't do that and actually do the correct stitch like I'm actually supposed to. Nope. I always forget sometimes I can just look at the camera and watch me do the thing. Instead of having to look, down at the thing right in front of me. And I think this is about, near the end of the second round. Alrighty. Alasada. Ooh, that sounds good. Enjoy your lurk and enjoy your meal. Appreciate you. Also, how about this stop tangling? That'd be great. There it is. Is that the other end? That's really strange. I know I didn't cut the yarn because I haven't used this yarn yet. That's really strange. Although the other end's on the outside, not the inside, so... Unless I fail to join an area, which is also possible. That's weird. That is very weird. But yeah, they usually don't have this, which you can see this, and it's like, this should be on the outside. So, not sure what this is doing here. I didn't cut this yarn. I have not used it since I've bought it. This is probably the first time I've used this specific yarn since I've bought it. But that is very strange. At some point I might take that and see what's up. Although, given it's acrylic, it's not the worst thing in the world. If this were, say, cotton, that would be a different story altogether. Oops, and last round for this square. Once I get this to come back, come on, please go through the entirety of the loop there. Thank you kindly. Come on. Come on. Come on. Probably should do this on not tomorrow, Friday too. Like a couple more Subsquares just because I do want to get at least a good dent into how many of these I need to get done, if not do all of them. Maybe, just maybe, see about curing these together. Of course, there are the bit squares. I literally have not calculated bits in how long, let alone on any bit squares. Like, it's bad. Ugh. Hey girl November, how goes? How about you? No worries. Enjoy your lurk. I'm here working on the plethora of Subsquares I need to get done. Like 32, 33. That was mainly because of the whole, hey, I was not here and couldn't do the squares. Okay, no worries. I suspect it should be a quiet stream, so should not have terribly much in the way of mod duties today, I suspect. I do hope working is productive today. body's still a wee bit cranky from yesterday's fun appointment. I'm hoping that calms down, if not today, in the next couple of days. Alright, and there we go. Yeah. This was a necessary thing considering it was bothering me for a while, but at least it got done, and I could finally stop freaking out about it. But now it involves me having to get new medication and blah blah blah. But it confirmed a suspicion, so there are worse things. Yeah, nothing serious or anything like that. Although left untreated, it could turn into a serious thing, so definitely a good thing. Although the one thing I can say, I'm glad that the going over what's what thing, I get to do a video visit so I don't have to go all the way over there. I had to go to another borough, which required me to be up at 6 a.m. Leave by 7 to get there on time, because it was scheduled for 8 a.m. Literally couldn't even eat or drink before it, and it was like, But yeah, the actual thing itself was like 15 minutes or so. I was not awake for it, so yeah. Alright, also, Subsquare number 2. That is done. Where are scissors? Okay. Also, I was honestly thinking in Discord things, I think I might make the BitSquare and the Subsquare channel one channel on its own, rather than, you know, have them be 2 separate channels, because I feel that makes more sense. Alright, so that's 2 Subsquares down in nearly 40 minutes. Yeah, it just occurred to me this morning. I was like, that should probably be a thing. Might do that, if not today, probably Thursday. Alright, so don't poke me, and hello, thank you for your subs. I hope you enjoy your squares. Let's check that down in the book. I think you just lose them, although I swear some people have said, you know, that you could move posts around. Oh, also let me mark that off. I already have that done. Alright. Anything else I need to mark off in here that I already have done? Oh, I have 2 yellows from Kelder I hadn't gotten done yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it stays the same. I'm not quite sure. That'd be one of those things I have to check it out. That's in progress. Oh, so there's still 2 people I need to check with about prizes, because they have not answered me back, but I suspect the life stuff might be the issue, which, if that's the case, I can totally wait on it, since it's no rush. That's a thing. Alright, so 2. Also, I realized, for anybody not familiar with crochet, you can see that this is a bit more, well, a bit less holy than this, just because this is a solid granny square, so there's not as many holes. So I'd say if you want to do like a granny square blanket, I certainly say a solid granny square would probably be a better choice. Like, say if you don't like regular granny squares just because, you know, you feel like you might not get warm enough. It's certainly a viable option. I like to mix regular granny square pattern and solid granny square sides. Give a nice bit of texture to it. 1, 2. Alright. Okay, I suspect more than likely it's probably just gonna be me losing the post all over again, but I didn't post in there terribly often. So, not the worst thing. Hi, Caledon! How it goes? Oh, so I realized I don't have a gift bot open. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. Still recovering from a minor thing, but I'm here making Subsquares because I am behind. A shock to no one. I think I'm gonna be doing this for a bit. This is the third one I'm on here. Might do 1 or 2 more after I come back from break. And then basically ply yarn. Oh, I opened Google Chrome instead of what I was supposed to open, which is GiftBot. Because it's right next to each other. Derp. There we go. That's smart. There we go. That slipped off of my hand for a bit. I was also doing the usual looking at job stuff and things for a bit. So let me move this over here instead of having it behind all like 5 or 6 of these tabs I have there. Cool. But it is nice to have a day where it's not grossly hot. Well, yesterday was like steamy, but not as hot as it's been, which I didn't even notice until like the evening as much. That it was that hot, and I was like, oh, probably good idea to turn on the AC so we don't melt in here. It normally hits about like mid 80s at worst, like low 90s inside. They get stupid hot. Finished a prop build computer for ooh. How has that been going? I know the last time you'd won it with the print recycler that you had needed a part or something that was stupid expensive. And you were trying to make a workaround that didn't work out how you wanted it to. It's been, yeah. I think after today it's gonna go back up again. Which I say 80s, and that's 80s in the actual number, but the real feel outside is like 90s to 100. So, not exactly a picnic. I would take the 80s if the humidity wasn't involved. Unfortunately, we can't have everything we want in life. Come on. Okay. I thought I lost it. Ah. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't get too ridiculously pricey. But I do hope that filing works out for you. Ah, there we go. Also, is it that dark of a... No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's not that dark. Although here it looks a little bit lighter than it actually is too. is like somewhere in the middle. Here makes it look really, really saturated and dark. Really could stand to be lightened just a smidge. No, I think I should have put, yeah. Ah, that would be why. I'm like, wait a minute. Not too, okay, so this is like a no rush thing. I know sometimes filament for 3D printers can get a wee bit pricey in their own right. Like 30 something. Resub just happened off the top of the stream. So I imagine about 30, but I would have to do a count. There are a couple of people who haven't given me colors, so I might just do random for those instead of pestering them about it. Yeah, remember, this is a good chunk of, hey, I wasn't here near all my yarn, so I couldn't do squares for like 3 months, so that's the main reason why it's piled up to this degree. I mean, luckily that's not like a very lengthy endeavor, but still. Mix, hello, thank you for the follow. Also, that puts us at 900, so thank you. I do appreciate it. I saw we were right before 900 before the top of the stream today. Actually, funny enough, I actually knit more than I crochet. It's just more of, I'm behind on squares right now, so I'm literally crocheting many sub-squares. Is the thing. Thank you! I'm hoping maybe this will be the year I get to 1K. We will see. I'm not trying to push it or anything. But I'm hoping we might get to 1K this year. I mean, yes, I know it's not gonna magically get me more viewers or anything, but... Oh! I'm a dummy. Why'd I do that? I literally cut that even though I needed another round. What is wrong with me? That was my mistake. I was like, hey, I was done this so fast. Nope. That was not correct. Mistakes have been made. Where's the other end? Let's see if I can get this to itself, maybe. Come on. Feather supply. Ooh. That sounds like a lot, but also that sounds fun. That's not a thing I've really looked at, but it's certainly an interesting endeavor to partake in. So why are we like this? Yeah, I'll just pull that little section here a little bit so I can get this to tie better without having to struggle. I cannot believe I cut that even long before I was supposed to. Like, why is this so small? Oh geez, I don't know, maybe because I didn't finish? Working on it. Nice! Yay, blanket! Blankets are one of those things I like primarily just crochet because knit blankets take forever. Knitting just, yeah. Probably I hide the side on the underside so now I can see that weird knot. That's my font. Oh, whoops, this is not that either. Why am I like this? What kind of stitch are you doing? Iron and copper. Like smelting? Where is Archneer Rob when you need him? Because Archneer Rob likes playing around with fire for that sort of stuff. I imagine he would certainly love talking to you about that thing. If that's what you're referring to, and come on. Slowed me down a wee bit. Money is unfortunately too bad we can't do bartering. I mean, technically we could if people are open and available to it and willing to, you know, give things of equal value. Then sure. Yeah, copper is a bit softer of a metal. And probably, I think, has a lower melting point. If I'm not mistaken. Takes practice. Gotcha. Also, hi. I realize I'm on the edge of the screen. I tend to wander away with my crochet work. But I don't press against this makeshift table here, or else everything would fall to the ground, and I am in no need of that, so yeah. Guess I go like this the entire time. Also, I'm gonna have to make sure I find some yarn during the break. Although I have a small bag of it. But, Alright, and that fuse together without having to use tin or lead. Okay. I am slightly familiar with the term, but I just didn't remember what made the difference, but thank you for telling me that. Alright. Almost there. No. Come on. Why are we like this? There we go. One more. And do this. And now I can actually cut this thing and not do the wrong goddamn thing again. I'm still with 4 minutes to spare. Interesting. Well, less than 4. Say, do this. There. Alright, and I apparently split that little stitch there. Yeah, I actually think I'll just... I know it's not a big deal, but it's a big enough deal to me. I hate split stitches. I hate them. There we go. And there. Square number 3. Rogue and Jura Rogue Square. Rogue color square. Oh, so it says Rogue, but more like Rouge. Probably more like Rouge. Yeah. I suspect it is, but that tends to be more like a red. This is way more pink. Let me check what colors. Alright, is that? Yeah. This and this be Brava. Which their bulkies on sale, which that's what this is. Because, you know, their worsted is like DK. DK sport weight. Well, actually, no, sport. Yeah, more like sport weight. So this is definitely a good equivalent to a worsted. Actually, this is Red Heart, and this is actually a little bit thicker, like just the slimmest bit thicker, if you compare. But I know because sometimes Red Heart yarn can be a little bit thin, depending on which one you get, which is annoying. But yeah. It's a wee bit thicker in comparison. And depending on the, yeah, it's really, really irritating. Which, that I remember, that created a problem with the blanket because it started to do that weird thing. It kind of curled up on one end. Like, it was kind of crooked and I hated it. Where is it? I know someone said, oh, Don't Poke Me also said Rogue too. Let's see. Come on. I swore I saw it around here. Da-da-da. Unless I was looking at a page that already happened. No, right there. Rogue. Rogue and Rogue. Alright, so that's 3 squares. And it is just about break time for me, so I'm gonna put these back and then grab 1 or 2 more things in yarn so I can make 2 more squares and then get on to plying more yarn for TDF stuff and things for the rest of the stream, because I do want to get a bit more of that done. Although I was doing that during your stream too, hilariously enough, because it's a lot to ply. But yeah, definitely a good time, you know, get up and stretch if you need to, grab some coffee, water, wherever have you, or go do things that you wanted to do in case you didn't want to miss the stream. Be back in about usual 5 to 10 minutes, unless I get summoned for something. Yeah, hopefully not. Totally feel free to play the Plinko game. Okay, yeah, definitely nothing pressing. Alright, cool. That was when my watch was vibrating at me when I got started, and then remembered that I should turn the thing on mute so it doesn't do that all stream. But yeah, I'm back. So, like I said, about 2 more squares, and then probably gonna get to... what's his face? Plying more yarn for Tour de Fleece stuff and things. So... I know Shanigans basically wants a neon stripe, so this is neon. No. This is bright. Neon is this one, the black, which, as you can see, I am slowly running out of these, because I had gotten these on Amazon pre everything going to hell in a handbasket for like $2 each. Just so I can try these. So, I'm honestly gonna have to think about maybe getting some colors, which I'm wondering if I should just, given there's a sale, with what's its face? Nitpick / recrochet, which I was talking about, which this week is the bulky yarn, which I can possibly get, like, 3 or 4 colors from there, maybe, to supplement that. I don't need a ton, as my yarn basket of acrylic is way too full as it is. And I am not kidding when I say basket. My only annoyance is that newspaper is a wee bit scratchy. It's bearable for squares, but it is obnoxiously scratchy at times. Like, these aren't as bad. Newspaper just happens to be the roughest, even though that one has, like... honestly doesn't matter. If I were looking for multicolor, I know Brava doesn't have multicolor, they just have plain solids. Which is a shame. I'm not sure why they don't. Might be an issue in the dyeing process, maybe? I don't know. But they really should have multicolors. You'd really think they would. I mean, heck, Dishy has multicolors. Why doesn't this? Because I imagine dyeing cotton would be a... Well, actually, no. Given, acrylic is, like, kinda, sorta, maybe plastic. It's a lot more... probably a lot more difficult to supplement color on that. In comparison to, like, a natural fiber. Who knows? Also, I peeked outside to see what they were doing, and it looks like they're filling up where they dug, so I guess whatever they are doing, they're pretty much done, so that's a thing. Come on. They must have, more than likely, yeah. I didn't see the paper because there was a paper apparently outside saying, like, no parking where it is, because it's literally, like, at least partially in front of the sidewalk in front of our house, so that's a thing. Oops. How about we don't split the yarn? Cool. And what? Hold on. I gotta take this call. Give me a second. Sorry about that. They were just calling, checking to see how I was post thing. Where am I? Yeah, so they were just checking to see how I am. So, that's a thing. I was like, wait, I hope they didn't find anything wrong. Because they said, based on what they had seen, there was nothing terribly wrong. I will probably fill you in later when I PM you, but, it was technically a minor procedure, so I feel like they kind of have to. Yeah. Nothing severe, but a minor thing. Which is why I was, like, in and out in, like, less than 2 hours? Yeah. Fun. Yeah, mostly fine, just 1 or 2 things, but apparently that's normal. Hopefully I should be fine in the next couple of days. So, hope that's the case. I haven't had any of, like, the red flags saying, like, hey, you should probably, you know, go to the hospital if such and such is happening. So, yeah, hopefully it is fine. Come on. I actually should look at some other relatively simple created squares. I kind of want to do some, like, interesting stuff. Like that one time I did those hearts for, like, Valentine's Day, although I feel like those hearts were kind of a pain in the ass, too. So I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about this sort of deal. Eh. Come on. Go. Okay, it's not coming off as much. Which I had mentioned, remember those nail wraps I got the other day? I played around with them the day before to kind of calm my nerves. Because I've been worrying about that, so, yeah. So, I basically did the one that I had, like, a duplicate of, so it came out alright. It's more of, as you can see, like, little bits are coming up here and there. This hand, not so bad. This hand was a little worse, but I managed to, like, tamp it back down with, clear nail polish. So, it works out fine. Yeah, I do like them. It's a little bit of work. That's the thing. But I probably won't do this, like, terribly often. But I'm hoping these at least last till the rest of the week. And at least I'll know what I'm doing the next time around. I had wanted to do one of them with the duplicates in there, so if I screw up, I wouldn't have used one that I liked. Although it looks like you can, like, cut them in half, so basically it would be like having 2 sets in one package, so that actually works out pretty well. Which there's a plaid one with a Scottish Terrier on there, which I honestly cannot wait to use. Also, there's one with a knitting pattern on there, like, you know, like knitting texture, which looks super cute. I definitely want to do those at some time. There we go. You know, it is really cute. I missed it when I was paging through them when I was looking at them on stream. And I was looking through all the stuff later. I was like, oh, I missed that one. I have to take it out of the packaging to see if it's a full thing. Because it's literally like both sides have like, you know, one strip for like each side. So like, I'd say about 5 or 6 different sizes to make sure it fits like, or a close fit to pretty much, you know, every finger or toenail. But I'm not sure if I would do that for my toenail because it feels a bit much. But yeah, I do like them. I just have to be a wee bit better at securing them. That, or maybe I would have to probably wait for like a couple hours until, you know, after it sets on there to put like the top coat of nail polish. Because I think that's partially why these were starting to come up a bit. That might have happened because apparently with some of them, if you put it on like immediately after, it could mess with like the bonding of the thing to your nail. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't want to bother him, I just want to see how I do on my own first before that happened. Plus, I did bookmark those specific brands. There was like a tip thing, too. So, I have lots of places. The only other difference, I think hers are like water-based, which these are not. These are like heat-based stickers, because there's a little heater that comes with it, too. That Honeycomb sent me. I was like, let's not say Honeycomb's real name. Don't say Honeycomb's real name now. Which, they had sent me a nice card, and I really love the stationery it sent me on. It is so pretty. Speaking of, which I told them as such. I am always a sucker for like really pretty stationery like that. Which I do keep the stuff that you guys send to me. Like say, you know, if you guys put a card in there, I literally stick it on here on the shelf. Because sentimental. Plus I find that stuff very, very sweet. Alright, and okay, how we're doing. Alright. Although I did have to pause for that phone call, so that probably didn't take as long. Alright, we're almost done with the square. I think after the square, I think I'm probably going to switch over to Plying yarn, so I'll have to change the stream title and put this in the TDF Discord. They didn't do it like earlier just because I knew I'd be working on some squares, which by the way, well actually no, this makes it 33. It was like 34 before, and it's like, that's 33 now. Also, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oops. I was hoping to get... Thank you. Not sure why that's happening. Might be allergies, because I do have the window open, so allergies are certainly possible. I literally have not sneezed all day today. And how about you get back on the loop, please? That would be great. Also, I've been messing around with channel point stuff. I've not gotten Tweak It today, but that and also probably gonna add some BTTV emotes, so you'll have some stuff available in channel and also in the Discord. So I realized it's been a while since I've had new emotes in there, so I probably should do that, you know? Because I have like 50 slots. Like about 50. Well, 50 for the Discord, but I forget, like I think another 5 for BTTV, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, I've not played around with animated emotes anyway. It never works. That really sucks. I really don't understand why that doesn't work for your computer. Like, I feel like that has to be some sort of glitch going on that you don't personally know about, or something in the firewall settings. Those are the only things I could honestly, possibly reasonably think would cause it to work. Like, to not work, rather. But yeah, I said that's Bright, so let's see. Who has Bright Stripe? I know Zion does, but there's somebody else who had Bright Stripe from like a while ago. Oh, speaking of Honeycomb. There you go. If you happen to watch this VOD, enjoy your Subsquare. Alright, so that makes 4 Subsquares I've gotten done in an hour and a half. Normally, I'd technically be halfway through the 5th one, but, you know, brief pause, plus break, since break's 10 minutes. That cuts into it. I'm gonna move stuff. I'm gonna leave the mic on, but I'm gonna put on Be Right Back screen so I can get my thing. There. Let me move this up. I figured I should have just put this in studio mode so I could do this without you guys having to see this, but anybody who gets motion sick, I apologize. I just need to move this a wee bit upwards so I can get pretty much the whole thing in view. And let's do the cam. If this needs to be edited, probably a wee bit. What do you want, Microsoft? Okay, let's turn the gain up. I turned it down a little bit because the yellow and the pink were very, very annoyed at being on camera. Yeah. Leave the zoom alone, and yeah, that should suffice. Cool. Alright, so let's change the stream title and get to Plying. Do-do-do-do. Alright, and then stick this over in the TDF Discord, then we should be all set. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, so it helped. Stop doing that. There we go. Cool. Ta-da! So what I'm doing is my usual chain playing. Although, if you're wondering where the bobbin is, after the last time, all the weirdness that was happening, I basically did my own, like, makeshift Lazy Kate, which... Also, sorry for the outside sounds. Unfortunately, I cannot help that. Basically, the useless stuffing stick I basically put into a small Amazon box and basically have it rolling from there. So, basically that's how I have it going, and it works pretty well. I thought about buying a set from streaming robots, but it's like $24 for 3, which actually is not that bad, but it's like, I honestly don't feel like buying that right now, so I could just do that instead. Which, that's not the only bobbin I have to ply. This is just the larger of the two of them. For anybody unfamiliar, plying is basically part of the yarn spinning process in order to create the yarn to the thickness that you desire. So after you spin singles for quite some time, yeah, basically you can go directly into plying, or you can just let it rest onto the respective bobbin that you spun the singles on for a couple of days and then proceed to the plying part of this. I don't always let it rest. Sometimes I just immediately start plying. It depends on how patient I am or how much I want to get this thing done already. That's the thing. So, yeah. Right. There we go. If I had more space in front of me, this would probably work out a wee bit better, but oh well, actually. Let me so I at least have a slightly bit more room, because if I try to do that to my right, that's gonna make more of a problem than anything else. Come on. There are some people that can continuously chain ply. Unfortunately, I am not one of those people. Eventually, hopefully, I can be one of those people, but right now, I am not. So that is a thing I wish to eventually do. Let me just put there. Alright, and hello? Oh. I forgot I had turned the thing down. I'm like, why is this not moving? It's not moving because it's not on any speed. That would help. Yeah, I figured as much. It's just one of those things where it's like, I wish I could do it. I know no one's judging me if I can't do the thing. Like, that I'm not worried about. Jen! I wasn't sure if you'd pop in, because I know you're doing conference stuff and things, because I saw you say that in Girl November's chat earlier. But hi! How you doing? How goes? I am here plying some yarn after I did a couple of Subsquares, because yeah, it starts back in... Ah! Okay. Thank you for popping in for at least a little while. How's it been so far? Boring? Or actually have anything to garner your interest? Which that would probably be good. Alright, and let's move that a little bit further back. Okay, please don't do that. I don't need you catching on yourself. That's just gonna make more problems for me. There we go. Not bad this year. Okay, yeah. 3 hours and another 2. Okay. Also, that is good you have 2.5 hour break. So you're not like forcibly stuck there for like hours upon end. Ah, fuck. I broke an area. Damn it. I was probably pulling a wee bit too hard. Oh well. Although I think that's more... No, it's not the loop. Yeah, it is there. Ah, damn it. But it's near the end, so it's not the worst thing ever. Walking in the... Yeah. That is certainly a better alternative. No germs. Yes. Not having to pay for like a whole bunch of stuff where it's like parking and snacks if you don't have any food. Because with hotels, that tends to be very, very costly if you don't pack your own snacks. Also, just doing the thing where I secure the ends. Well, more like felt it. Because I can felt it rather than make a knot in there. Okay, cool. Just have to make sure I don't tug terribly hard and we will be fine. Because there are spots in this where it's a little bit underspun, which I've had it break like a couple of times. Not so bad now, but there are spots where it's like definitely underspun and that's my fault. So, that is a thing. For lunch, with the drive. Oh, yikes. An hour-long drive? No, thank you. That saves you 2 hours a day. Come on. Alright, there you go. My only complaints with this yarn is that I underspun in an area or two, or at least on this bobbin. I don't know about the smaller bobbin. Because the smaller bobbin, it's been a while. So I am not sure if there's any, you know, like as numerous hiccups there. Two hours. Oh, yikes. Yeah. Also. Okay. How about you? Okay, no. No, I'll just let it do that way instead of trying to force it. Yeah. Probably easier for me that way, since this yarn is for me, so it's fine. You're not expecting me to... Ah, so you stay there for those couple of days. Okay. I wasn't sure. I don't know why. Probably because I've never personally been to a conference. I forget it's you stay there and do the thing. My bad. And yeah, no, you're fine. It is not a problem. It is quite a chill day today, so... be not an issue. Definitely go ahead and do what you need to do. And certainly come back if you can. If not, have a great rest of your Tuesday. Got good ooh. Yay, good resources. Also, hi and bye, plane. Can you please leave me alone? Okay. Also, that's... No. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't appreciate when you start wrapping in on yourself. Definitely. Okay. Come on. Please get off of there. I'm probably not pulling in the right spot to get it to untangle itself, I suspect. Yeah, no worries. What kind of tea? Also, come on. Are we just gonna... Please? Oh, okay, cool. Oh. Ah, crap. There's this little loop here. Why? Why must thou forsake me? I'm pretty sure it's not just caught on itself. That is a full-on loop right there. And getting it to unknot is gonna be very much a tall order. Got anything I can get this out with? If not, I could always just cut the... Yeah, you know, I'll just cut it. It's fine. It's fine. She says as she roasts over that. Oh well. I very much don't want it to break either. And it breaks anyway. Fuck you too, Yarn. Okay, that's not bad. And I can get this to thing. Yeah, I like doing that instead of, you know, adding a knot in there to mess up the feel of the yarn. Okay, how'd that happen? Alright, let's smooth this out a little. Make sure it doesn't... Okay, cool. How's that? It's going alright. There are parts that I accidentally underspun a little bit, so you can definitely see like one or two bits where it's like a little bit big, and I'm like, the heck did that happen? Or at least on this bobbin, the larger one that I'm plying from. So I have some of it on my nano bobbin. I have no idea how well I spun that. I'm hoping it's alright. But we will see. But in general, it does play up nicely. Like, this is certainly a wee bit squishy, so this, I feel like, should definitely work as sock yarn. I'm interested to see how well this poofs up once I'm done plying and get this into hank form. Also, I'm not sure if you saw I did that makeshift Lazy Kate with an Amazon box. Nice. I think I saw you had finished. I You finished those pretty quickly. Although, come on. There we go. Yeah. Yep. I figured you meant ply. You're fine. Typos exist. Right, and actually, I think I'm gonna stand up for a bit and make this a little less annoying for me. This is a little bit awkward, positionally speaking, for itself. So, let me just get up. And so, trying to get myself to like this in my corner here is not a good idea. But yeah, you can see little, like, puffy bits like that. Just a smidge. Again, that was mainly just my fault. That should hopefully not be an issue whenever I use them socks. Oh, this is certainly a nice learning curve because I have another braid of this in a different color. Purple. This is some of the stuff that I got gifted from Don't Poke Me. So. Come on. Oh, whoops. Did I? Let me fix that. Makes it sound like an electric spinning wheel made of celery. Thank you. I didn't notice while I was typing it in because I changed that from earlier because earlier I was making Subsquares, which I apparently have like 34. As there is none. Oh well. Also, get that bunched up right in there. So, let me twist that a little bit to guide that down. I made 4 today, and it was like 34, more like 33 now. Because remember, a bunch of those are from when I was not here, so there's a bit of a pile up here. Also, we're at officially 900 follows now. I wasn't sure if that was a thing that was going to happen on stream, but it did. We're at 900 follows. So at this pace, I'm thinking we might make the 1K this year. Maybe. If we do, we do. We don't, we don't. That is perfectly fine. There. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is this thing rocking? Oh, because it's not seated properly. That would certainly help matters. Yeah, with the Subsquares, that means I'll probably do like a couple more on Friday and see about getting a few more done on Thursday off stream. Also, what's the thing? I was mentioning the Girl November. I'm thinking about I'll probably end up let's see. Merging the Bit Square and the Subsquare channels into Discord. together, although I'm not sure if I could save any of the messages, even though there weren't a ton of them in there. So I'll probably leave the Subsquare channel there. And then just get rid of the BitSquare channel. Just to make things a wee bit better and more concise. Da, 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 da. Something else. Hello, how are you doing? It's easier to stand and sit while I'm doing this, so because very small corner. So I'm here plying my beeswater yarn I spun for TDS stuff and things. How are you doing? How is your afternoon going so far? Yeah, it should be afternoon for you. Today is, what is it, the 13th, so 5 more days and TDF will be over. Oh gosh, trading videos are boring as all hell. No, I do not blame you there. Ah, that just slipped out of my hands. Thankfully, that did not break. I'd cry. There are parts that are in this that are underspun, as I keep saying. So, I'm kind of being wary about that. Alright, let's smooth out that area before it started. But yeah, you can see it's going real pretty. Also, let's move this back a little bit. Don't mind me. Let's see if I can do the thing. That's better. It was on the other side, so I want to make sure that's fully in frame. The lurking is... Oh, yay! No commuting! No commuting is good. The lurking is... Yay! Yeah, congrats on having a thing you can do from home. I'm trying to find that. I was literally looking before I got started on stream today. I haven't seen anything terribly much. Come on. Oh, nice. That is certainly handy. Okay, so that, get there. Oops, yeah. I forgot I didn't smooth out right here. I tend to wait a little bit too long to, stop the wheel from spinning, so sometimes it gets a little bit difficult to get the yarn to go through the loop. Or like I have to work at it to delete it. Not always, but sometimes. That is a thing. Come on. Alright, and there we go. Also, I had asked you in Girl November's chat earlier how your stream went, although I don't think I got to see the answer, so I hope you don't mind me asking you again how your latest stream went. I got in the alert and I was just like, what's happening? I've seen you pop on a few times. It's just more of I tend to not be watching Twitch at that point in the evening. But mainly that's just because I tend to find Twitch to be my like social hangout place. And it's like at that point of the day, my social batteries tend to be like, and we're done. Try again later. Eventually. Come on. Hello. Be able to go through or not that. There we go. Okay. Also, let me know if you need me to speak up so you can hear me better, because I know I'm a bit farther away from the microphone because I am standing rather than my usual seated position and this turns. Enjoy your lurk! Good luck with the rest of your thing. Go. There. Oh, I'm gonna need to move the hook about the next time I pass or so. Take. Ah, fudge. Oh. That's about to break, isn't it? Son of a bitch. I'll just leave that there. Ain't doing short loops like that, but it's way better. Trying to force that through. Alright, let's... There. Because rather than trying to force that through, it's probably better to just wrap that in together. Thing. Yeah. Thing. I swear, what the hell are with all these underspun bits? Okay. The fuck, man. Getting ridiculous. I have to do that again. Alright, felt that so it actually stays. I would do that with water if I had water right in front of me, but I do not. Since this is for me, plus this is going to get washed. I figure that's fine. Come on. Yeah, about move that out. Oh wow, it's already break time. Whoops. I realized I've been blabbing. I didn't realize it was that time already. I'm gonna just do this a little bit. And then take my second break for today. Which I'll come back and do some more playing, so for anybody who just got here, you are not gonna miss terribly much. Let's see. There we go. Alright, yeah. A little bit more and then I'll need to move this hook a bit forward too. Which I have a second bobbin, smaller bobbin, but second bobbin, so we are definitely nowhere near done yet, so that is definitely a thing. So, gonna take my second break, have a little water, stretch, and so on and so forth, and I'll be right back. Totally feel free to play the Plinko game if you want to. And I am back. Hello there. How is everybody? You guys are well. Get back right into playing the yarn. Also, that is the wrong screen. I did not mean to do that. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna be playing some yarn for the rest of the stream. So that's the deal. Enjoy hanging out while I possibly blab about things and stuff. Let's see. Like this. Ain't well enough. Alright, well, that's good enough. Thanks for this week. Alright, and let's get started. I have to remember I need to move this hook soon enough. There we go. I can do a little bit more, I think, and then a little bit of moving time. Keep this pretty even, and that's pretty. Dang it. This is why I kind of want to try doing actual 3-play. Doing actual 3-play I feel like would be a wee bit easier. The only thing would be the whole not knowing if you've spun equal amounts of each bit of fiber on each wheel. I mean, you can definitely measure it and weigh it before you get started, which probably sound course of action. But no guarantee lengthwise it'll be the exact same. Although I think there's probably like a remedy to that, if I am not mistaken. Uh-oh, come on. There we go. It was bunching on itself. I was worried it might catch and break. Fuck. Out. Yeah. Moving hook time. There it is. Yeah, it wasn't going through for a second. Where the yarn's supposed to go through is a wee bit twisted. It does happen to me at times. And about there. Okay, yeah, that's a puff in there, so let me leave that be. Do it once. I might have to cut off those openings to the box because it's becoming a slight obstruction. I never took off the flaps off the top. There is no real need. Come on. No. No. Okay, cool. I would like that to stop nodding on itself. Welcome back. Not bad. Paused after 4 Subsquares. Had a brief phone call I had to attend to. So now we're in the midst of me plying yarn. I kind of have to stand for because doing the thing to ply the yarn is very cramped here in the corner. Had a few minor breaks here and there, but pretty much it's been going pretty well. Which you probably can't see a good chunk of what my hands are doing, but I am doing a chain ply, which it's like basically doing like very, very, very large crochet loops. The point between the beginning and the end of step loop, as in twisted in the opposite direction of what the singles twisted in order to make the yarn stay. There. A few more passes, hopefully like that I should be. Ah, fucking hell. Broke the yarn again, but I think that was me pulling a little too hard. Also, that was a really thin spot, so that would certainly explain that. Which you can tie a knot to get it back together, but I prefer to felt the yarn when I remember to, just so, you know, there's not this huge knot in the middle of my plying. Again, that's if I remember to. There's not always a thing. Plus, depending on what kind of fiber you're plying, felting might not always be possible. That throw. One. And hold on, yeah. I should have smoothed it before I did that. Come on. There we go. But yeah, this is the part that takes longer than I feel like it has any right to, honestly. Because you always think like, hey, this is just going to take like, you know, an hour or so. In fact, not the case. And usually it takes a few hours. Although it depends on, you know, how many singles you spun, how much singles you spun. If you spun a lot, then you have a lot of plying to do. Vice versa. And do on. Not really. Over. And stop there. Come on. Oh, also, we hit 900 follows. I'm not sure if you were here for that part. Which my lofty goal for this year is hitting the 1K point for follows, but one of those, might make it on. We've hit like a slow but steady stride of growth, I've noticed, especially last year, but I think last year's circumstances made that a lot more boisterous than normal. Alright. Alright, a little bit more and it's hook moving time once again. One of those things I tend to easily lose track of time, especially if I'm like, say, listening to a podcast or YouTube video I've seen like many times. Have it on as like, you know, just background, stuff like that. So I'm pulling this back out. How about you just get that? Patch on there, so pull another loop. Go. That out so it doesn't get weird. And kind of busy. And might need to quickly get back a little bit in there. I really do enjoy the areas that have like speckled bits, not speckled, but like contrasting dark to light bits going on in here. Looks like the hook should move. Let me see how that looks overhead. Yeah. I think I can move the hook forward again. Edge. Come on. There we go.
That want me back when I sit down drink.
I got some drink. I know. Yeah, I'll do that in a little bit, but yeah. Okay, you can see another little poofy bit like that. Bit underspun. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Why? There it is. Might be able to get up to the front of the bobbin by the time I'm done for today, I think. Not sure. Maybe, because it looks like I might need to move the hook just a little bit. Let's twist that a little bit. Just a little. And there. If I were doing something like a 2-ply, I would not need to be standing up for this. Or if I can do the other one in the 2-ply. Depending on how this wears. Back up. Why? The way this bounces a little bit when the twist goes in reminds me of like a little jump rope. Almost. More like when they're doing double dutch. No. That's. So in the last, like, about 10 minutes stream, what are your guys' today? I am gonna probably virtually hang out. With a friend and watch some Iron Chef. I got him to finally get back into Iron Chef, so that's a thing. And yes, I'm referring to the Japanese version, the American version. Never got to the American version. Although, you know, Japanese has some questionable stuff. I mean, yes, it was like early, like the majority of the 90s to like the early 2000s. So this was like the start of those competitive cooking type shows. You know, given, you know, it's the Japan, it's definitely more Kind of like, you know, there's sports animes and that dramatic feel of like an anime. What it kind of feels like. Although there are bits where I'm like, you guys, I'm not sure this was a smart idea. Please never do that again.
Where did he come from? It is a strange.
Also, what was one of them?
Many years ago.
I lost the thing.
The most powerful underground espionage agent in the Western Hemisphere. I've been trying to get my hands on him for years. What's his next move?
But since you asked, I'll give it to you straight.
There you go. Yeah, in general, do enjoy Iron Chef as a show to watch, although finding good quality Iron Chef, as in like visual quality, is very tough given, you know, this was like at the beginning of like doing DVDs and that sort of thing. So, fortunately, DVDs don't exist. Plus, YouTube, like the quality is like, you're lucky if you get like 360 pixels. Sometimes it's 240 as the max, and it's like, what did I do to deserve this? Yeah, otherwise, not terrible show. But also there are weird quirks, like with the voiceover sometimes. They sometimes use voiceover actors that they use for one person, like say one of the chefs, they use for another chef, and it's just like very weird. It's not a chronic thing, but it's a thing that happens and you notice. It's just like, what is this? Also, there's also the thing where some of the, or at least a good chunk of the food commentators, I mean, they could be foodies, but honestly, there's like only one food critic. And she's not always there. Sometimes the fortune teller, like earlier in the show, it was like a fortune teller, and it was like, what the hell is a fortune teller doing here? On a cooking competition. What are you doing here? Although they also had like lower house member at one point, and then former lower house member. So I guess they probably have like an upper and lower house. I am not personally familiar off the top of my head, although I'd probably be able to check in some of my political science books. But I'm not sure about their form of government and, you know, that arena. Yeah, I'm guessing they have a lower and upper house. But it would make no sense to call it the lower house if there was no upper house. But anyway, that's detracting from the point in the matter. Also, I should put their tangent, although I don't even think that's on. Let me double check, but I always forget to turn that on. That is a thing. Counter also. We aren't in there. Yes, start. Even though, like, I am literally almost done. But whatever, at least I remember. Tangent plus. Also, it'd be great if I spelled tangent correctly. There. Here, now it's 6 tangents. Alright. We're actually pretty close, but not quite to the front of the bobbin. Might do some more plying later. We will see. Ah, no. Go through. I beg of you. You. There it is. Okay, it's not gonna. Alright, fine. I'll just do another chain. It is fine. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ah! Oh, did I? Yes, I did. I keep forgetting I turn it off sometimes with the knob rather than the foot pedal like I'm supposed to. Move down a little bit, and alright, I think one more chain and then we will be done. Yeah, about one more chain. Well, done for stream today. Don't think I'm anywhere near the end of the bobbin. I have to pick up the thing and check. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let me... Yeah. It's just exactly at 3 hours, so... Good time to stop, and... Let's see where I am. Okay. So... I think I have like one more move around, and then it's probably gonna be on the amount that's wrapped around the bobbin, so we're certainly making good pace. I'm probably gonna do a bit more, but let me go and check and see if anybody else is doing TDF stuff and things. I think AOKB Fiber is more than likely on right now. Let me see if there's anybody else. More than likely not at this point of the day. Yeah, usually at this point of the day, it's usually KB Fiber's the one's doing the blue spinning. So let me go over there and see if he is on. I presume so. And yep, she is on. And it looks like she is getting her yarn on her nitty naughty and doing the stuff with the hank. Alright, so I'm gonna go host her. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you, Zion, for the resub. LexMix for the follow if you're here. I do appreciate you. Angel Fox for the host. Thank you guys. I'll be back again tomorrow, probably playing more yarn, which this stuff is really squishy. Like it. Even despite the little bits of breaking, that was mostly my fault. But yeah, see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday and or Wednesday. Good time zone to you. And see you guys again soon. Bye. Do, 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 do.